Welcome to this deep dive into AI twins. And it looks like you're really interested in how this tech could kind of like revolutionize personal branding and communication. And
Yeah.
we've got some awesome sources to really dig into here today. First up, we've got Twin Protocol's website. And then we'll be checking out a recent YouTube video featuring the company's CEO, Stacy Ingle, and President Bill Inman.
Nice.
So let's get started.
Yeah, what's really cool is that it seems like Twin Protocol is going like way beyond just the novelty of, having a digital replica.
Huh.
Um, they're really aiming to build a platform where these AI twins can actually be like powerful tools,
Yeah.
for really amplifying our reach and expertise.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like taking the idea of a personal brand and like giving
Uh,
it a turbocharged AI boost.
yeah.
From what I'm seeing on their website, it looks like they're focusing on like creating this secure space for users to kind of develop their digital presence.
Yeah, and that demo on the website featuring Stacy Ingle's twin is like a really great illustration of how this could actually like work in practice.
Yeah.
Like imagine having your own AI twin that can answer questions about your work or your expertise, like even when you're not available. It's almost like having a personal AI assistant, but like one that's been specifically trained on your knowledge base.
That's wild. So it'd be like having another you out there,
Yeah,
working 24/7, sharing your insights,
exactly.
connecting with people.
Yeah, that's exactly the vision that Bill Inman kind of lays out in the video. He makes this really compelling analogy between AI twins and, those past communication revolutions like the telephone and the internet.
Yeah.
It's about taking that like next leap forward in how we connect and share information.
Yeah, and in the video, he actually says, quote, AI is very much the next revolution. This is how we can upskill and utilize AI right away, end quote. Pretty bold statement.
Yeah, it is. Makes you think about the potential impact this could have, right? Like we already spend so much time communicating. So like just imagine if we could actually use AI to like amplify our efforts.
Yeah.
And make those interactions even more impactful.
Totally. And when you think about personal branding, that twin vault concept they talk about really stands out.
Yeah.
It's like this secure repository
Right.
where you can store all sorts of data, blogs, social media posts, presentations, even Web3 content, like all the things that make up your digital footprint.
Yeah, what's really interesting is the Twin Vault has the potential to actually become like a central hub for managing your digital identity.
Yeah.
They've even partnered with this company called Sentience to
Yes.
pull data from like all these different Web 2 and Web 3 applications. So it's like super comprehensive.
That's a game changer, especially for anyone looking to like build a strong personal brand. But it does raise some questions about data privacy and control, right? Especially with all the anxiety that people have surrounding AI.
Well, for sure. And it's really important to address those concerns head on. Twin Protocol seems to be emphasizing transparency and user control, like with their Twin ID acting as like a verification tool
Yeah.
to ensure authenticity.
Yeah. And Stacy Ingle addresses this directly in the video. She draws this comparison to like the early days of online shopping. She says, quote, "We're basically where we were with people putting their credit card info on the internet. I just feel a lot of fear with that," end quote. I think that resonates with a lot of people who are like hesitant to embrace new technology.
Totally. It's a valid point. Anytime we're dealing with personal information in a new digital landscape,
Hmm.
we have to be cautious and we need to make sure that the right safeguards are in place.
Absolutely. But if we can get past those hurdles, the potential applications of these AI twins are really exciting.
Yeah.
I've already started exploring use cases in various fields.
Yeah, well, that one that I thought was really interesting was their work with HR departments. Like imagine having AI twins of like company leaders that are available to employees like 24/7, providing support, answering questions. It'd be like having instant access to mentorship and leadership insights.
Especially in today's world, where so many people are working remotely and teams are geographically dispersed. That could be incredibly valuable. It could like revolutionize how companies onboard new employees and foster a sense of connection.
For sure. And they're also exploring the world of virtual influencers. So they're working with individuals to create AI twins that can become like experts in certain niches. Bill Inman actually mentions an example in Las Vegas, where an AI twin could be like the ultimate guide to the city, offering recommendations and insights to visitors.
So it's like having a personalized concierge service
Exactly.
powered by AI. That's awesome. And Stacy Ingle even talks about creating a mom twin to like share her experiences as a working mother and expectant parent, which, really highlights how this technology can be used to connect with people on a personal level, sharing unique experiences and perspectives.
Yeah, it really democratizes the whole idea of like building a platform and sharing your expertise. You don't have to be a CEO or a celebrity to leverage the power of an AI twin.
Right. It's about finding new and innovative ways to connect and share and make an impact in the digital world. But of course, the big question is, how does all of this actually work, like on a practical level?
Right. Well, that's where the twin token comes in. It's like the fuel that powers the entire twin protocol platform.
Okay, so from what I understand, the twin token is a cryptocurrency built on blockchain technology. And in the video, Bill Inman explains that the token plays a key role in like facilitating transactions and rewarding users for contributing their data or interacting with other twins.
Yeah, it's a fascinating example of how blockchain technology can be used to create like a decentralized and user-driven ecosystem. And it definitely ties into your interest in the blockchain aspect of all this.
Okay, so we've got a basic understanding now of the concept, the potential applications, and even the technology behind it. But for someone who actually wants to get started with Twin Protocol, what are the first steps?
Well, Bill Inman offers some good advice in the video. He says, and I quote, "The prep work starts with going to log into Twin, see other twins, and then start to gather your own training data," end quote.
So it's about exploring what others are doing,
Yeah.
getting a sense of the possibilities, and then starting to curate your own digital identity for your AI twin.
Exactly. And, as AI technology keeps evolving the process of like creating and interacting with our AI twins, it'll probably become even more intuitive and accessible. But I think the key takeaway here is that this isn't like some futuristic concept anymore. It's happening now. And it really has the potential to change how we connect and communicate in the digital world.
This has been a really incredible deep dive so far, and we've only just scratched the surface.
I know, right?
There's so much more to explore,
Definitely.
so much more to uncover.
Absolutely.
We're going to have to save that for next time.
Okay, sounds good.
So stay tuned for part 2 of this deep dive into the world of AI twins.
I'm excited.
Me too. All right, see you then.
We'll come back.
Oh, it's amazing to think we're already at a point where this level of AI personalization is even possible.
I know, right?
In the last part, we kind of covered like the nuts and bolts of Twin Protocol, the twin token, the whole process of training your AI. Now I'm curious about like the bigger picture. What does all this mean for how we present ourselves online, how we build expertise, even what it means to be present in a digital world?
Those are like the really profound questions, right? It's almost like we're redefining what it means to be like an individual in the digital space. What I think is really fascinating is that Twin Protocol isn't just about replicating yourself. It's about amplifying your strengths and your capabilities. It's not about replacement. It's about enhancement.
It's like having a personalized digital strategy team working for you around the clock.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. In the video, Stacy Ingle talks about using her AI twin to help manage the demands of being a working mom and expectant parent. It's not about being on all the time, but rather using AI to free up time and energy so you can focus on what really matters.
Working smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
And using AI to create like a more balanced and fulfilling life. It makes you wonder if AI could actually help us reclaim some of that time we lose to like the constant demands of the digital world.
That's a really interesting thought. What if instead of feeling overwhelmed by the need to be constantly connected, we could use AI to curate our digital presence more intentionally?
And I'm also fascinated by the implications for like education and mentorship. Imagine having access to the AI twins of leading experts in any field you can imagine.
Right.
It'd be like having a world-class tutor available at your fingertips.
Yeah, in the video, they mention using AI twins in HR to give employees access to leadership insights and guidance. Now, expand that to like any area of knowledge.
Yeah.
You want to learn astrophysics, talk to Stephen Hawking's AI twin, interested in mastering French cuisine, Julia Child's AI twin could be your virtual culinary guide.
That's mind-blowing.
It really is.
To think about the democratization of knowledge this could bring about.
It could fundamentally change how we learn, how we access information, how we connect with mentors and experts.
With all this talk of AI twins and digital presence, though, I can't help but wonder about like the human element. Are we at risk of losing something in the process of digitizing ourselves?
It's a valid concern, and one that we should definitely be mindful of. But I believe AI twins, when used thoughtfully, can actually enhance human connection rather than replace it. Think of it like this. The AI can handle the logistics, the information dissemination, the routine tasks, but it's still the human who provides the heart, the soul, the creative spark.
So it's about using AI as a tool to augment our abilities, not to replace our essential humanity.
Exactly. It's about finding that sweet spot where AI can help us be more efficient, more connected, more impactful, while still preserving those unique qualities that make us human.
This whole conversation is really making me rethink, like, what it means to have an identity and a presence in the digital age. It's no longer limited by our physical bodies or location. We can be in multiple places at once, sharing our knowledge and experiences with a global audience through our AI counterparts.
It's almost like stepping into a new era of digital enlightenment, where information and expertise are more accessible than ever before.
But with that increased access comes greater responsibility, too.
Question.
We need to be mindful of the ethical considerations and make sure this technology is being used for good.
Absolutely. Data privacy, algorithmic bias, the potential for misuse, these are all critical issues that we have to address as we move forward with this AI twin technology.
And it's reassuring to see that Twin Protocol seems to be taking these issues seriously. They emphasize transparency, user control of data, and verification mechanisms to ensure authenticity.
Yeah, they recognize that building trust is essential, especially when you're dealing with something as personal as our digital identities.
This has been such a mind-expanding conversation, and it feels like we've only just begun to scratch the surface of what's possible.
I know we're really just at the starting line of this whole journey. Who knows what incredible applications and innovations we'll see as AI technology continues to evolve.
Well, before we get too carried away with the future, let's bring things back down to earth a little bit. In the next part of this deep dive, we're going to get practical. We'll walk through the actual steps you need to take to start creating your own AI twin. So stay tuned. Okay, so we've talked about the big ideas, the potential impact of AI twins, but now let's get down to the practical stuff. How can someone actually go about creating one of these digital doppelgangers?
Well, the good news is it's actually becoming surprisingly accessible, even if you're not a tech expert. In the video, Bill Inman lays out some pretty straightforward steps to get started.
Awesome. So walk us through it. Where do we begin?
First things first, you're going to want to head over to the Twin Protocol website and create an account. Pretty standard stuff so far.
Easy enough. What's next?
Now, remember those twin tokens we talked about earlier? Those are going to be essential for actually building your AI twin. You can purchase them on platforms like Uniswap and then transfer them to your Twin Protocol account.
So that's where the blockchain element comes in. It sounds like they made it pretty user-friendly, though, even for people who might be new to cryptocurrency.
Exactly. And if you're not quite ready to dive into the world of crypto just yet, you can still explore the platform. Twin Protocol offers a number of free questions each day, so you can kind of get a feel for how AI twins work before making any financial commitments.
Oh, that's cool. That's a great way to just test the waters, see what it's all about.
Yeah.
So I've got my account set up, maybe dabbled with some twin tokens. Now what?
Now here's where it gets really exciting. Gathering your training data. This is all the digital content that basically represents you. Blog posts, social media, updates, presentations, articles you've written, anything that reflects your unique voice and expertise.
It's like curating a digital museum of yourself,
I like that.
showcasing all those facets that make you you.
Yeah, and the more data you provide, the more your AI twin can learn and evolve, becoming like a truly sophisticated reflection of your digital identity.
So any tips on making the most of this training data? What kind of content is most valuable for training an effective AI twin?
Well, Bill Inman actually offers some really great advice on this in the video. He recommends spending some time exploring the existing twins on the platform, just to kind of get a sense of what other people are doing. It's like getting inspired by a gallery of digital art before you start creating your own masterpiece.
That's a smart approach. Look at what's working for others, see what resonates with you, and then start building your own unique AI twin based on those insights.
Yeah, and the platform is constantly evolving too. In the video, they mentioned that self-service twin creation is on the horizon, which is going to give users even more control over the design and development of their AI twins.
That's awesome. It's like having a digital artist studio where you can fine-tune every detail of your online persona.
Exactly. Imagine the possibilities. You could create a twin that specializes in a particular skill or area of knowledge, or one that's tailored to interact with specific audiences. You could essentially build a whole team of digital selves, each with its own unique purpose.
It's a whole new way of thinking about how we present ourselves and interact online. As AI technology continues to advance, this whole process of creating and collaborating with our AI twins will likely become even more intuitive and seamless.
I think that's a key takeaway from this whole deep dive. AI twins are no longer a futuristic fantasy. They're here, they're accessible, and they have the potential to profoundly change how we live, work, and connect with each other.
And it's up to each of us to decide how we want to navigate this new landscape. Will we let the technology overwhelm us? Or will we harness its power to create a more meaningful and fulfilling digital experience?
That's the challenge and the opportunity that lies before us.
Well said. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder the possibilities. We've explored the concept, the potential, the practical steps. Now it's time for you to imagine what your AI twin could do.
Happy creating.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of AI twins. Until next time,